Hi- Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's analysis on creating an artifact on paper. So let's dive right into practice active imagination by Carl Gustav Jung. Number one, concentrate helps to grow the mind. Number two, focus on a dream. Number three, let the unconscious speak. Number four, generate an artifact on paper. And number five, analyze the message. Practice, practice, practice. So this is my daily drawing. I did a drawing that I'm going to incorporate with the thumbnail. But this is a recapitulation of a drawing of this year, where focusing on the relationship between the artist, or me, the self-portrait, the model, the subject. It could be a romantic partner. It could be whatever, a third party, a fuck buddy, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to focus on something I've always had an interest. I believe in marriage. I believe marriage is a very solid foundation, and I think it's one of the greatest things we can do. I believe it works if you make it work. And Carl Gustav Jung, the great Swiss psychiatrist, Carl Gustav Jung, believed also in marriage, that marriage is an archetype, that you can have one of the strongest bonds that humans can create is the bond coming together. And this analysis was the displacement of what I feel is, as an artist, or the relationship between the artist and the model, where there is obviously here there's a disregarding energy coming out of this quantum. It starts with a very whimsical quantum line here, and it starts interconnecting, interlacing, which is what I do with the active imagination, and use some quantum mechanics along with the collective unconscious, the work that Carl Jung did with Wolfgang Pauli, quantum mechanics Nobel Prize winner of the neutrino back in 1955. That's why they came up with synchronicity. Jung felt that our behavior at the collective unconscious level is very reflective to how subatomic particles behave in the bizarre world of electromagnetism. So here we have a behavior that is very disregarding, very disconnecting, and he's trying to figure out the connection. How can he interconnect? How he can interlace with the vibe, okay? The vibe. And as you can see, forming content, this is very defined here, and it goes very defined into the buttocks, and then it goes into the breast area, into the forming content of the divine feminine. And so I believe, I believe marriages are based on Jung, where you have to have, first of all, self-individuation. When you have self-realized who you are, and the person self-realizes who they are, then we have self-individuation. Once we come to terms, like the yin and the yang, day and night, the opposites that we have evolved with our own individuations, with our own being, then when we come together, there's that union that Jung talks about, that is this incredible force of, let's call it atomic fusion, that two people come together and they formulate a union, a very precise union of evolution, of growing together. Then the marriage will work. If there is a displacement with the lack, right? The lack, the famous Lacanian lack. If there's a lack, then there's chances that the marriage will not work. And here's where betrayal will come in, cheating, lying, sneaking around, finding a third party to sublimate the lack. I believe weddings are ridiculous. The whole concept of people dressing up, guys dressing up like clowns, and women bridesmaids with those ugly dresses, I'm not fond of wedding dresses. I'm not fond of the whole thing, of the whole ritual. I find it to be overly exaggerated. The wedding pictures, the wedding videos, the band, the food, and then extremely expensive. Goes to a wedding album, and chances are 52% today in modern times, based on some polling, some statistics, that marriages will end up in divorce within 5 years. So there you go. Okay? I do believe in marriage. I do believe in the strong bond of love. I do believe in commitment. I do believe in dedication. I do believe in loyalty for the respect of the union, for the respect of the bond, for the respect of the interconnection. I do believe in that. Thank you very much.